July 4th weekend. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, Yankee Doodle Do or Die. We'll save you up to in fact, we'll deliver it to you for free. Up to $75 worth of packaged goodies. We're going to deliver it to you for free. When we flick that switch, back to the original idea, when we flick that switch and the lights turn on, the meter starts running. The meter starts running. In the average household, I think there's over 30 light bulbs, right? And so when you go ahead and hit that bulb, hit the switch, it's actually, yeah, there you go. 40 light bulbs. There you go. I was close. Now, the interesting thing about here at HSN is whenever we get a great idea, and we have amazing great ideas because we've been here for 40 years, one of the things that happens is that you, the viewer, says, love that idea, I want more of them. When we originally launched this pack 2 years ago, it was a pack of 4 for $59. Well, guess what? We have gone ahead and given you 4, 8, 12 for $59.95 is the Lighting Science 12-pack dimmable LED bulb. Now, we'll explain that in a few moments. Dimmable lights, $59.95. Now, man who lights up my life is Mr. Joe Harrison. Good morning, mate. How are you?
I didn't know if that was me. It was
you.
See you.
No, you're waiting.
I love lighting up people's lives.
It was him. It's Joe, Mr. Joe Harrison, everybody.
This is such a unique thing because you're watching not only a presentation you're going to remember just today, but this is something you're going to remember for the rest of your life because we've been using these light bulbs at standard incandescent for more than 100 years. You turn this light bulb, like Jeff mentions, you're paying per watt. So you're not paying per light bulb, you're paying per watt. And this is a 60-watt light bulb, the most popular light bulb that's out there. We're going to give you a new light bulb. It's not going to last a year, but it's going to last 13.7 years. And it doesn't use 60 watts of power, it only uses 9 watts of power. It is incredible the amount of savings you can have. Because if you switch over your house, and I've done it, a lot of people have done it, when you switch over to LED, you're saving more than 80% off your energy cost.
Wow.
Because using these incandescents, it takes about $500 a year, just an energy cost, to turn these light bulbs on. Well, now when you switch over to LED, it's down to $100. From $500 a year to $100. And that's savings you're not gonna realize just today, but you get that $400 every single year for the next 13.7 years. So it's not gonna be until the year 2031 until you have to change that light bulb again.
Don't
Jeff,
say that to me. That freaks me out because I'm a dad. I've got a 7 and a 9-year-old, so we're talking college.
Yeah, you're definitely in college at that point.
No, I can't believe it. But that's one of the things when we're always trying to save money. And when it comes to technology, LED lights, we think about it with our televisions, right? We have the flat screens, we have the amazing picture, then we have the LED TVs that have come in there, and we talk about cost effective. So these watts, these bulbs, right, are the equivalent of 60 watts, but they run same illumination, same power, dimmable, and not all LEDs have been dimmable, on only 9 watts of power. So think about the sums that Joe's already shared with us. $500 a year to power up these bad boys for the course of a year turns into $100 with this. Remember, it's because of you here at HSN why we've basically gone ahead and tripled the original offer from 2 years ago. 12 bulbs, $59.95, where each bulb will last, what was it, 13.7 years.
It's incredible.
That's
now,
awesome.
when you think about that incandescent, a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's $5 a light bulb for an LED.
Right.
That is a phenomenal price, because you'll go to the hardware store, you'll see LED light bulbs that are $10, $15. But then you also see these incandescents that are still available, but they're around $1 a piece. Well, this one light bulb I have right here is equivalent to 13 incandescent light bulbs. That's $13 worth of bulbs where you're paying just $5 for that single bulb right there. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I love that incandescent. I've had it forever. I love the color. I love the light that it gives off. I'm going to show you right next to me. And if you want to dim the lights, it makes it even better. Because the thing about this is when you switch over to LED, there are a lot of different types, but we picked one that's going to perfectly match your existing lights that you have. Now notice that you can't tell which one is different. They're both fully illuminated in the shade. Yep. They're both a similar color. You can't tell which one is which until I take it off and you see that this is your LED.
Why?
This is that incandescent that's so hot.
You don't
You don't want to touch it at all. But
Do
then,
not
Jeff,
touch that.
also notice when you put it back on the shade, the incandescent just kind of puts a blob of light right here in the middle where you end up getting a full shade, more light out of it. And like Jeff mentioned, this is also dimmable, which is a really rare feature for LEDs. That's a very high-end feature. And all these features are coming at the best price we've ever had for our LED light bulbs from Lighting Science. And Lighting Science has been a company, an LED company. It's been around for more than 3 decades. They have more than 30 patents on LED technology. They actually even developed lights with NASA that are now being used in the space station. It's an amazing type of company. Because Jeff, there are a lot of companies that are out there, LED companies, that they've only been around a year or two. And they're gonna say, yep, this light bulb, it's gonna last you 20 years. Well, the company hasn't even been around that long. This is a great company that's gonna be able to help you out. And the reason why we're switching to LEDs is that the government says this incandescent, it's wasting money. More than 90% of the energy that goes to turning this light on goes off as heat, as wasted energy. So the government says we have to stop manufacturing that. Well, people, they stopped making it, but they still have millions of them. That's why they're still available. But then they came off these curly Q guys. You ever have these? These take about 3 minutes to fully illuminate. And if you break this, there's mercury on the inside. Technically, you're supposed to get a hazmat kit to come clean it up because it's dangerous to your health. So then you start seeing all these other LEDs that are out there on the marketplace. And if I showed you these two, could you even tell what's the difference between the two? Why does this one have a yellow dome? Why is this one vented? You don't know which one is which, but this one costs $22. This one costs $15. That's for LED. It's so confusing. So we partnered up with Lighting Science to create a light bulb that looks just like your incandescent light bulb. Gives you the exact amount of illumination, but it's not using 60 watts of power. It's using just 9 watts of power. It's over 80% of your energy costs. And when you're getting that electric bill every single month, you're not paying per light bulb, Jeff, you're paying per watt. So using less watts means spending less money. Because a typical energy bill for your incandescents is about $500 a year. When you switch over to LED, that savings now goes down to $100 a year. You're getting $400 a year of savings every single year. That's this year, that's next year, that's every year for the next 13.7 years, you're getting that savings.
Okay, someone do the sums there. 13.7 years, $400 a year. Think about the savings. We all want more money in our pockets, right? We all need more money in our pockets. At the end of the day, technology is amazing. To be able to pay $11.99, we have tripled the original pack from 2 years ago. Why? Because people say, I want more than 4. I need more than 8. I've got 40 bulbs in my household. I need to be able to do this. Now, here's an offer. You ready for this? Because it is our birthday month. Happy birthday, HSN. We are going to give you $40 off your first purchase. Have you heard this, Joe? With our HSN card. If you go ahead and apply for our HSN card and qualify, we're going to give you $40 off your first purchase, including this pack of bulbs at $59. All you have to do is go ahead and type in HSN card into the search engine on hsn.com or call the phone number, qualify. Your first purchase will give you $40 off. You still get the 30-day money-back guarantee. You get all sorts of benefits with the HSN card. But remember, this one right here is 60 watts. This is also 60 watts, but with the old technology, this is going at 60 watts. You're paying for wattage. This runs at only 9 watts. You still get the same illumination without the heat, without the concern, a pack of 12. Each one will last 13.7 years. Let's talk about the heat of these things, Joe, because this is one of the big concerns, right?
You're exactly right, especially in the summertime. You turn those incandescent lights on, you're like, why is it so hot in my house? It's because your light bulbs, and I'll show you. So I've got two light bulbs in here. One is the incandescent. Let me go ahead and grab a temperature of that one real quick. And when you see the temperature on it, it says 187 degrees is the temperature of that incandescent. Now let me go ahead and get the temperature of the LED that we have. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. There it is right there. And that one is only 79.
Wow.
100 degrees, 110 degrees less. So when you think about it, so a lot of times you'll have 4 or 5 lights on in the house. And then you're like, why is it so hot? Well, with 5 light bulbs, Jeff, I just added another 1,000 degrees of heat to my house. In the summer, you're paying a lot because your AC bill is going crazy. It's because you have light bulbs. When you use an LED light bulb, it's room temperature. It's cool to the touch. touch. And when you see them that are right here, you're probably thinking, well, if it's hotter, doesn't it make more energy and more light?
Yep.
Absolutely not. When you see the two that are right here, you can't tell which one is which. Notice how you get full illumination there.
Let's do some moonlighting right now. Look
That's
at
the great
this.
thing about it too. Now, when you start to reveal, you can't tell which one is which until you see that this is your LED that I can touch because it's room temperature. This is that bulb that's 190 degrees. My daughter has one of those easy bake ovens. She makes brownies because the heat that comes off that light bulb. And when you see, put the shade back on there, incandescents are really good for just a splotch right there where the LED fills up the entire shade. Plus, it's also dimmable. So if you have a specialty light, if you have a three-way switch, if you have a dimmer on there, it works with all of those. So if you're wondering, is this gonna work perfectly with my lights? Absolutely. You can change out all your lights at one time.
Try it. I mean, there's a reason why we've sold tens of thousands of these. There's a reason why we've now gone from a pack of 4 to a pack of 8 to a pack of 12. It's because people want more. We've got lights. You're sitting in a room right now, more than likely it's illuminated. Whether it's a lamp or it's an overhead light, how much is it costing you? How much is it costing you? Without even getting out of bed, getting off the couch, one phone call, get online, one flex pay, we'll deliver it to you for I think it's $5 shipping. You got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. But you've got to remember that these globes, this globe here, you are not going to have to change it. It's going to be saving you, what, up to $400 a year for the next 13.7 years. I mean, think about that.
$5,200.
Is it $5,200? Right. $5,200. It just makes perfect dollars and cents, right? It really does. Just to go ahead, take advantage of it. Because remember, it's the same power, 60 watts, but it's running on only 9 watts of power.
It's really fantastic because not only is it saving you a tremendous amount of money in your energy savings, but it's also changing you the headache of, oh, there's another light that's burnt out. I got to go to the store and buy another bulb. Because you can buy incandescent bulbs. They're about $1 a piece. But they only last about a year. This lasts 13.7 years. So this one light bulb that you're getting today, you're actually getting 12 of them, but one of your LED light bulbs is equivalent to this big bowl of 13 incandescents. That's 13 trips up and down the ladder. That's 13 times you gotta go to the store. That's 13 times you gotta ask the kids about it. You know, how many times do you leave a room? My dad always used to say, did you turn the lights off? Did you leave that light on in that back room? This is, you don't have to worry about it at all because you're using 80% less energy. And you're not just getting those savings today. You instantly see that savings because as soon as you turn the light on, it only uses 9 watts of power. It's not something like you'll gradually see a reduced energy cost in your bill. You will instantly see it because you're using 80% less energy when you switch over to LED.
The part, if you missed it with Joe's presentation, was the amount of heat these things discharge. So if we think about the hottest time of the year, and just out of curiosity, we actually have a DeLonghi air conditioner coming up at the end of the hour. But you think about a few of these globes on here with about 100 degrees different per globe, you can save up to 1,000 degrees difference in temperature throughout the home. So if it heats up, I know we've got right now in our place, we've got this, we rent the place, and it's got this big light chandelier over the dining. It's like a heat lamp. It's seriously it's like a heat lamp. I mean, I feel like I can get a tan from the thing.
Right, well, you think about a lot of the lamps over the kitchen tables, over the dining room tables, they have 4 or 5 bulbs in there.
Right.
And then each bulb is about 200 degrees. So as you're sitting there enjoying your meal,
Sweating.
like you're starting to sweat because there's 1,000 degrees coming down on top of you. They're room temperature. They're 87, they're 75 degrees. And wherever your room temperature happens to be, you've got it. Plus, these are also Energy Star rated, which is a big deal. And you rarely see this out of LED lights. To get Energy Star approval, you have to submit it to the government, and they test it every few thousand hours to make sure it's gonna last as long as we say it will be. So when you go to the hardware store, it's really confusing because it's no longer, let me just go pick up a 60-watt bulb. It's like now I have dozens to choose from.
Right.
I'm not sure, why is this one $20? Why is that one $10? Why is that one $17? Who knows? But today we partnered up with Lighting Science to give you a 12-pack because it's to switch over your entire house at one time, and it's a bulb that looks like a light bulb that gives off the exact same light as your incandescents, but now it's going to save you up to 80% on your energy cost.
And these are dimmable. Not all LED lights have, or globes,
Exactly.
bulbs. Bulbs have been It's an Australian thing. They haven't always been dimmable. These are dimmable because that's one of the factors that a lot of people, particularly if you've done a renovation, you've got the adjustment on the wall. Now you can go ahead and adjust this so easily. Again, remember 60 watts of power, but running on only 9 watts. Amazing. Joe, thanks very much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for illuminating our evening. There you go, pack of 12 there for $59.95, amazing. Now, check this out. Check this out. Now, this is coming up tomorrow. It's a pre-sale. $129.95. This is giving you something under 500 square inches of cooking power. It's a griddle. It is a griddle, and I'm talking, it's got 2 independent temperature gauges on this one. $129.95. It runs obviously on gas, which you'd have to supply yourself, but there you go. One flex pay of $25.99. We're going to deliver it to you for free. Huge space, incredibly easy to be able to change about, and so simple to do. That's going to be coming up as tomorrow's today's special. So that's what you get. You're getting a huge head start by tuning in right now. And remember, that's all you have to do is go ahead and get that flex pay. And don't forget, of course, that HSN card offer, pretty amazing. But check this out. We're going to continue to illuminate, potentially illuminate when the lights have gone out, because this is Waterlight extra large rechargeable portable LED light. We're talking 120 LED globes coming into power, giving you beautiful bright. In fact, it's got an adjustable factor to this one as well. But check out what we've done with the flex pay. $7.99 on this one. This is 466580 is the item number. Nearly 60 perfect 5 out of 5 star reviews. One of the things we're very aware of here, in fact, they say we're in the lightning capital of the US or the world around them here parts. And what happens is when the storms hit, guess what? Lights go out. What's the first thing you reach for? The flashlight. Flashlight doesn't work. It's minimal light. Not now with this amazing Waterlight extra large rechargeable LED light. And the man who's going to bring it to us right now is Mr. Tom Wise. Good morning.
Jeff, good morning, sir.
I don't have many guests that I look up to, so g'day, Tom. How are you?
Good day. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, you know what? This is, if your power hasn't gone out, especially if you live in the southeast, if your power hasn't gone out yet, it's going to go out. We're in the hurricane season.
Right,
lasts for 6 months. This light goes on automatically if you lose power. Jeff talked about it's got 120 LED, super bright LED bulbs. By the way, you'll never buy batteries. The rechargeable batteries you need are already integrated. The recharging technology is already there. You'll never buy batteries. It's like buying a car with unlimited gas. Over here. Here we go. Here we go. We also have a stand on the back, so you can stand it up.
Excellent.
If you're changing the tire, if you're walking the dog, go ahead, pick up the handle. If you're working underneath the sink, underneath the car, just lay it down flat. The brightness has 2 settings on it. You've got really bright, which is going to last 6 hours. And then you've got super bright, that's going to last 3 hours. The battery can be recharged up to 300 times.
Wow. Wow.
300 times, so it goes down. Now, I charge mine maybe about once a month. If I'm using it regularly, because I'm using it to go inside of a closet, to take in the horses, put out the chickens, walk the dog, something like that, if I'm out on the boat, or if you have it in the back of the car, if you have an emergency. So you tend not to use it a long time per cycle, so I only recharge mine about once a month or so. The LED lights are rated to last 30,000 hours.
Wow.
3 hours a day for more than 25 years.
You're not replacing those.
Don't worry about that.
30,000 hours. That's amazing.
Never buy batteries virtually, because you're going to be able to recharge this up to 300 times. Jeff, I took the battery that's inside here to an electrical engineer.
Yeah.
I said, how many D-cell batteries would I need to replace the power? He said, you need over 200 D-cell batteries.
Seriously?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got 200 D-cell batteries.
And the other thing too, if you had those D-cell batteries in there, you'd be replacing them every second day.
All the time.
You'd be throwing those out and recycling the whole time. I mean, because this would charge up, ready to go.
Yes.
And you say on a full illumination, like the brightest setting, and give you 6 hours.
6 hours for bright and then 3 hours for super bright.
Wow. Oh wow, really?
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? We get these directly from the factory. I am no middleman, nobody's warehousing them. That's how come the price is so incredibly low. So if you've got a closet, you've got a shed, you're walking the dog, you can mount this, by the way, the mounting hardware is included, so you can mount it on a closet vertically, horizontally. You can put it in the pantry, in a shed, downstairs downstairs in the basement. Up in the attic, walking the dog, camping, boating, anywhere you might need a light. Replace over 200 batteries that you'll never have to buy, even at $1 a piece. My gosh, that's a lot of money.
Right.
And then watch this. If you lose power, the light goes on automatically.
That's awesome.
So
that is awesome.
what would happen if 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, everybody's sitting around watching TV and somebody hits a transformer or all of a sudden there's a big storm? You'd be looking around for a flashlight or trying to find a candle or something. That's a little bit dangerous. How about a big old light that just flashes on? Many folks get a couple of these. They're a great price. And of course, you can have the water light. I have one in my in the man cave that I made out of I turned the garage into the man cave.
Right.
So I've got one right behind the bar. If the power goes out, that light's going to go on. And then I have one right by the door just in case I need one.
It's a good place to have it too, Tom. You don't want to be without light behind the bar. Okay, I always say it's a very, very important
Keep the
during
drinks
summer.
coming.
Exactly, you got to be hydrated. You got to be hydrated. I mean,
It's
number one priority. The flex pay is $7.99. Now, again, when it comes to when do the lights go out? At the worst possible time. When there's a storm, when it's pouring down with rain, and suddenly the house is black. Now, number one, it's disconcerting. Can you imagine right now where you're sitting? Much like those great lights we had before. Imagine right now, lights go out. TV goes off. Nothing. What do? Where's the light? Now, in fact, you know what? We're going to show you right now what we're going to do because we're going to switch off the lights in the studio and show you. I mean, Tom, these are not, this is not some wussy little light that you've got here in your hand.
Here's a flashlight. This is what everybody's got. Everybody's got a flashlight. Hopefully, maybe you can find it. Maybe not. If you can find it, good luck. Let's pretend you found it. Now the burglar can see where you're standing because
there he is.
You're shining light right at him. I'll take that same light and put it on the wall behind me. And then I'm going to put on the water light instead of the flashlight. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's room-filling light. I don't care if you live in a mansion or you're living in a condo, 200-square-foot apartment. You're going to fill the house, fill the room with light. That's beautiful. That's
Turn
low,
the light towards the
high.
camera there, Tom.
Is
Show
that
them how. Look at that. I mean, that is no joke.
It's like a stadium light.
And
look at that.
Think about this too, by the way. This weighs 2.8 pounds.
Almost
nothing, right?
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
Yes.
26 inches in length. So whether you're camping, whether you're outdoors, whether you're indoors, whether you just need that extra bit of lighting, whether it's in the cupboard, which you can never find anything because there's no additional light. As you said, it does come with wall mounting materials as well. I'll put that in there. And don't just take our word for it. As Tom said, the price is amazing on here. By the way, I've just noticed we're delivering it for free. So you pay $7.99
That's crazy.
right now. We're delivering it to you for free. Maybe your kids live in a really bad storm-prone area,
Absolutely.
right? I remember last year, early in the season last year, with storms last year, we had that one that swept right up the East Coast.
Yep.
There were hundreds of thousands of homes. You may very well be you're saying you're preaching to the choir, Jeff. Hundreds of thousands of homes that were out for power, not for a couple of hours, but for days, over a week. Now you've got this in your backup.
Absolutely.
And as Tom said, this is plugged in. It's charging up, ready to go. If the power goes out, this turns on. But most importantly, I can then pick it up and I can walk around with it. It's awesome.
It's brilliant. And by the way, it's exclusive to HSN. You cannot buy the Waterlight XL at any price anywhere else in the world. It's exclusive to HSN. You'll never buy batteries. This is the super size. This is the biggest. This is the brightest Waterlight we've ever created. We started with fluorescent, then we went with the small LED. Now this is the big one. A lot of times on TV, it's hard to see exactly how bright something is.
Absolutely.
So I put this bar about a foot away from the source of the light, and then we're going to take a meter and see how bright something is. This is a 60-watt light bulb, should be about 400 or 500 or so, depending upon the angle I'm at. Can everybody get a reading on that? Here we go, yeah, 440.
40, yep.
So I'm in that ballpark.
Yep.
All right. Now I'll go down to the LED lantern. This guy is very expensive. Then you've got to buy 8 batteries to get any light out of it. Now, if you were to buy 8 rechargeable batteries, it'd be even more expensive. Then you'd have to buy a battery recharging. It would be really a lot of money. Now, I'll put the meter on it. Checks in, there you go, 236. I think fully charged, I expect somewhere around 300 or so. All right, those batteries are getting a little tired. Now, we'll go to the Waterlight XL. I'm way out here. I'm already at 650.
Wow.
The 60-watt light bulb was 400 something.
Yeah.
I get closer, 7, 8, 900. Can you see that too? 966.
And by the way, Tom, just like we showed a few moments ago with the lighting science pack, no heat associated with this either.
It's very cool.
Right?
Jeff, now watch this. This is on low.
That's low.
I'll put this on high.
Okay, now we're going to throw down the gauntlet.
Here we go. I'm out here. I'm a foot away from the bar. It's at 1,200.
Wow.
I moved closer. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19.
You've got to come see this.
I'm off
it's
the
off the
scale,
chart.
and I'm not even to the bar yet. This is madness. So if you've ever purchased an LED light in the past, and I did it myself, I bought one of those two little, they looked like little light bulbs. They were little LED bulbs. They were battery powered.
Yeah.
I did it myself a couple years ago. I had a closet that was never wired. I put it in there. I said, this is nothing. I can't see anything.
Right.
I put a second one in there. The kids were leaving them on. I still couldn't see my shoes. They were very, very, very dull. This is a huge amount of light.
That is massive. It's massive. Now, I talked about there's nearly 60 perfect 5 out of 5-star reviews.
Yes.
I've got some here. This one here is from Oklahoma. Great light, started with 1, liked it so much, ended up with 3 of them.
There you go.
Come on, ice storms, mess with me now. I mean, this is peace of mind.
Yes.
I mean, you see this lady having a walk there with the dog. You're working. How about this on the side of the road? When's the car breakdown? You never want the car to break down, but worst possible time, storm, middle of the road, last person in the parking lot, all those sorts of things. You need some illumination. This is not just some little flashlight. This is powerful. What we're talking, 130, 120 LED globes. It's rechargeable, so you're not paying for batteries.
Nope.
The other thing, too, you need to know is that conversion from the rechargeable battery to illumination is incredibly efficient. So, even if you haven't been using the device and it's sat there fully charged, it's going to hold that charge for a long, long time. But then when you need that light, when you need that illumination, when you need that security, when you need that safety, one flick of the switch and it's on. Remember, less than $8, we're going to deliver it to you for free. We want to show you now here in the set as we drop the lights, because we live on the sun, really, don't we, in here? I mean, there's lots of illumination, so we need to drop the lights to really show what this can do.
Yeah, here's the old flashlight. I just put it against the wall behind me, and here's the one light. It's crazy. You would never use a flashlight again. I just wanted to make sure everybody saw the demonstration. This is a regular flashlight. That's how, how much light you get from it. And then here's the light from the one light. Not a contest. By the way, you've got overcharge protection. Leave it charged in. Leave it plugged in.
Yeah.
When you have it at home.
Right.
Leave it plugged in so it's ready to go. So if you lose power, it goes on automatically. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, that's great, Tom. You said it's got overcharge protection,
Yes.
so it just sits there. So once it gets full tank, it doesn't keep sapping on the power.
No. It's sipping on the electricity. That's
Wonderful.
for sure, Jeff.
Wonderful.
That's nice.
$39.95. Look, there's a lot of you on the phones, and we understand why. I mean, it's the middle of the night. I mean, if the lights go out right now, what are your options?
Yep.
What are your choices? And maybe, and hopefully, all it is flicking a switch at the fuse box. But sometimes it's not.
No.
I mean, I've only been in St. Pete for a year and a half, and I tell you what, when that clap of thunder comes in, and suddenly the lights go out, you're like, oh boy. Number one, I don't want to go out to the fuse box.
Right.
Okay, with that storm still going on.
Nope.
I'm going to wait it out, right?
Absolutely.
But the kid's going crazy. I'm not thrilled. My dog Biscuit's not happy about the whole situation
That's
either.
good.
And I need light. This is such a simple solution.
Absolutely.
It's such a simple solution.
Completely exclusive. You can't buy it at any price. Don't even bother looking at catalogs or online. It's only here at HSN. Quickly, I'll show you the meter before I show you how it works automatically. Here's a 60-watt light bulb. Checks in about 477, 450, something like that. It's going to be close.
Yeah, there you go.
Now we go to the LED lantern, which you've got to buy batteries for. This is checking it somewhere around 200. Should be about 300 when it's having a good day. Wait a minute. XL.
If you didn't see this demo before, come back in and come and watch the TV when Tom shows this, because this is off the chart.
This is crazy. I'm a foot away from the foot away. Here we go. 12, 13, getting closer.
Get close in, guys.
17. Can you see that? 18, and now it's off the chart. The meter, I can even go closer to the bar. The meter doesn't pick up until I'm about 6 inches away from the bar. The 60-watt light bulb was checking in somewhere around 500. This is 18, 19, 4 times as bright as a 60-watt light bulb. That's super bright.
And a fraction of the heat, by the way. I mean, we talked about that. In fact, there's nothing there. I mean, just out of interest, I know there's a lot of you still ordering in on that light, that amazing lighting science 12-pack that we had before. Remember those bulbs that will last, 13.7 years? We've got here, 120?
Yes.
120 LED bulbs. So number one, you're not replacing the bulbs that will last, 30,000 hours?
30,000 hours, 3 hours a day for 25 years. Don't worry about the bulbs.
Don't worry.
Lose
Nor
power.
the batteries.
No.
Now, this is how confident we are. Now, just out of interest, we've got about 2,000 of these, 2,500 of these left for the entire country.
Oh, I'm on July 4th. They'll be gone.
Oh, hasta luego. They're gone for sure. One flex pay, $7.99. So when the lights go out, got light.
Isn't that
You've got
light?
full
Isn't that
illumination. Tom, thanks very much.
Chef, it's my pleasure.
That's a lot of fun.
Nice
Love
playing
that.
with you.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, something else I want to mention. Oh, check this out. Your Zumba, right? You know the Roomba for, you know, and I love my Roomba, don't get me wrong, but this is look at this, the grill bot. Automatic grill cleaning. I kid you not, yesterday I had the fire brigade come to my place because of my barbecue. Anyway, another story for another day. 558-471, true story, $89.95, free shipping, 5 flex pay, $17.99. You know what? I want that. I need that. Do not go anywhere. 4th of July barbecue. You know what? You need what else? You want a cool room. We got an air conditioner on the other side. Amazing offer. Don't go anywhere. See you soon.
We've got 40 days of fun for our big 4-0. For 4th of July, we've got 5 or more flex pay on everything and free shipping on all beauty. And check out our today's specials through 4th of July early, plus free shipping on any purchase of $75 or more. And don't forget about the surprise birthday bestseller reveal at noon. Missed it? Go to hsn.com right now. Search 40 days for all the fun.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
We are 40.
And the fun
has just begun.
Happy 40th.
Happy 40th, HSN.
Mwah.
Look who's the big 4.
Oh, yeah. And not a day over fabulous.
So come party with us.
This is our biggest party ever.
We're celebrating 40 days of fun.
With new surprises.
Every day.
Mega deals.
Big brands.
Supersized names.
And more reasons to
Shop HSN. Happy birthday.
Cheers.
All the birthday fun
Yet to come.
You're looking good for 40.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
She looks like she's on Bandstand. G'day everyone, welcome back to HSN. My name's Jeff Cowan. I want to let you know that where we did the shoot for that birthday celebration, that was fun, because it is fun here at HSN, and we're celebrating our 40th birthday. How's the temperature in the room you're in right now? You might say it's a bit pleasant, a bit hot actually. Well, check this out. This is the present map that they show for the nation as to the forecast. I guess you talk about the heat, and they say it's going to be a long, hot, sticky old summer. Well, get ready for this. From DeLonghi, we've got one of the most powerful units we've ever offered for a portable air conditioner. Now, this sort of price and this sort of offer should be in the middle of winter, really, because the pricing on this is phenomenal. It is, in fact, not just an air conditioner, because in the middle of winter, you could use this as well, because it's got a heating element. It's a dehumidifier, and it's a fan, and the price after rebate is $439.95 and flex pay of $97.99. It is extraordinary, up to 500 square feet. And we're talking beautiful, crisp, cool air. No drip technology means you're not having to change out that buckets and buckets of water as it saps the oxygen, or I should say the moisture out of the room. $439.95, and get ready for this. We're going to deliver this for free. Not only that, I'm going to give you another offer. If you get our HSN card right now, we'll take another $40 off if you qualify for our HSN card. And we're going to spread those part payments over 9 months. So it comes down to $54.44 for a top-of-the-line, beautifully effective air conditioner. heater, fan, and on top of that, the dehumidifier. Now you want, I want to introduce you to a lady who hates when it's hot. Julie Truster. Good morning, Julie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm
What are you
good.
doing there?
I'm over here. Okay, we have this one in the air conditioner mode. Look at it right now. It's reading in the 30s.
What?
Oh my goodness. Okay, now watch this. So what makes this unit special right here? We have this one in the AC mode. That one right next to it. I'm going to take my gun and move over here. This is the AC. Over here, we have the heater on with this. The only thing you have to do to convert it into the heat is push the button.
One button.
One button, and that's it. So somebody asked me earlier, what do you have to add on to it, or what do you have to do?
Right.
Right where it says mode, right up here. Oh, look at that. It's 150.
So there's a mode button, so you can
That's
go
mode.
from heat. So imagine it's air conditioning, cold, heat, or just fan.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this, okay, you know, we sell air conditioners all summer here. This is the one that's your air conditioner with the heater, so it's the one that takes you all year round. And it's also one of our most popular ones, so we're excited to have it here.
Absolutely. Now, I want to remind you, we are delivering this for free. We're giving you a phenomenal offer. After the rebate, it's $439.95. Do not wait until the house is creaking. Do not wait until there's not a breath of cool air from anywhere and suddenly everyone's running down to the DIY stores to buy themselves a little portable air conditioner.
Exactly.
Because number one, they'll be far more expensive. Number two, they won't be the DeLonghi and they won't be as effective as this one. We're talking about non-drip technology. What that means is as it dehumidifies the air, and let me tell you about humidity down here. Dehumidifies the air but doesn't dispense it into a bucket, right? So you're not having to empty that out, or it switches itself off because it's going to be constantly running. But you've got, I mean, this has got a remote as well that pops out.
Yeah, it sure does. Yep.
I mean, this has got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, this has everything. This is one of our most popular units because it is that year-round. It has the heat. It has a remote control. And look at this right here. It has your digital display. So just like your central air conditioning at home, you set it to whatever you're comfortable with. By the way, Jeff, you asked how, this is such a guy question. How low does it go? How cold can I get this?
I did ask that during a meeting earlier. I was like, okay, yeah. But how cold does it go?
Because guys want it cold. So it goes all the way down to 64.
Wow.
So you set it and then it'll stay on. It'll automatically adjust right here. Now, a couple other things on it. I mentioned your mode. All you have to do is push the button. So it's your air conditioner, your dehumidifier, it's a fan, and the heat. So all you have to do is push the button. You can adjust your thermostat right here, your digital thermostat, or from your remote control. It has a high, medium, and low. And then a great way to save money, instead of cooling your entire house, you can use your timer. So you can set this to turn on or off. So, you know, you think about it, you go to bed at night, why cool your entire house down when you sleep in one room? This comes with the caster wheels already on, so it's portable. You can move it from room to room. So let me show you installation because that's really what sets DeLonghi apart.
Yep.
No tools are required, and it's a 5-minute setup. When it came to our house, I told my husband, I said, they said that I can do it.
You say, I've got this.
I was a little nervous, but I said, let me try and do it. So, okay, go over to your windows. This is a great time if you want to measure, but it fits your windows that go up and down like this, or the kind that also slide side to side. So your windows, you see the screen right here.
Yes.
You can keep your screen in. So watch this. Okay, this right here is your adapter, and it adjusts. So you want to fit windows 20 inches to 47, and it slides just like this. This is where it vents out, by the way. This is hot air. There's no drips that come out. You go over to your window. What I love is you don't have to screw it in. You put it in, you put your window down. It even comes with a little weather strip if you want to put it in. But look at this, it only takes up 4 inches. You plug it in right here to a 3-prong outlet. You don't have to hire an electrician. You turn it on, and that is it. 5 minutes at the most. On the back, there's your flexible hose. It's a 6-foot flexible hose that snaps on. So you just snap that on. Again, you don't have to have any special tools. And then what I love too is you still have total functioning of your windows. So you can draw your blinds, you can pull your curtains or draw your blinds. You can close it. So if you like to sleep at night when it's nice and cold and dark, this is the perfect unit.
This is it. And I mean, you may actually be awake right now because it is so warm when you're home. That's a very good reason. I mean, there's nothing worse You know, sometimes in the middle of winter, you can rug up, chuck on a few extra blankets and you can warm yourself up. But when it's hot, and I mean uncomfortably, unbearably, not even a whisper of air hot, when you have, you know, you can hear the house creaking. I mean, you can hear the mosquitoes buzzing, and it's just, it's uncomfortable, and you can't sleep. Now with this, it is going to cut the temperature like that.
In
now,
minutes.
Seriously,
yeah.
I've used this. I've used this when we had I've got 2 children, Charlie and Sophia. We're in a place where it didn't have air conditioning, but for the little one, to be able to cut the temperature in the room for them to be able to sleep, it took minutes.
Yeah.
And this will do up to 500 square feet. I mean, this is no slouch.
Right. This is not one of those little tiny portable air conditioners. This is designed for a large room or maybe a small apartment, up to 500 square feet. So think about your large family rooms, your big master bedrooms, a high-pitched ceiling, maybe an attic, out in the garage, and it's portable. So you can move it from room to room, which is really awesome. And it's not permanent in your window. You still can pop it out of your window in seconds. I want to compare it to a window unit. Our house is 100 years old, and when we moved into our house, we bought this because our entire upstairs is not properly insulated. Okay. So, you know, these are like 70 pounds. It took my husband and I to hold it. My husband was on the roof on the other side of the house trying to balance it. There he was on the other side holding it up, and I was trying to screw it in. And then, okay, when we turned it on, it was loud and it rattled our window. Right. And then the thing is this thing stayed in our window for about 10 years because it was too hard,
to get out.
Too much of a pain to get it out. And you can't get in and out of your window. This one, by the way, is only 6,500 BTUs and it doesn't have the heat. The DeLonghi is 12,500 BTUs, so it'll either cool down or heat up a room that's up to 500 square feet.
What's this one? 6,500?
This is 6,500
so
BTUs.
6,500, and this one?
12,000.
12,000.
Double.
Wow.
Double the power. And the one with the DeLonghi, you're getting the heat on with it, so it's year-round. These are usually just your air conditioner. But on the outside of the house is the really big deal. Yeah. Okay, this is where these hang over. They're big, they're bulky. This is where my husband was holding it, on the roof, on a slanted roof like this. But
you're like, Dal, be careful.
Right.
Oh,
and I'm inside trying to screw it in. It was not a pretty moment. But they're loud, they get wet, and then they drip. Ours dripped onto our wood deck, and then we had a moldy wood deck. And a lot of home communities don't allow these because they're not pretty.
They're ugly.
They're ugly.
Right.
So I want you to see the difference right here. This is the window unit. This is the DeLonghi that I just put in. You can see right here, you can keep your screen so little critters don't get in.
Right.
And then it's only about 4 inches right there. And nothing, right here, there's that opening where it vents, nothing drips out. So it has that no drip technology, which I think earlier they showed a little video how it works. So the way that it works is it pulls hot air. If you live in a humid environment, if you live in the South, right there, it takes the wet air out of the air and it converts it into a vapor. So it recycles the water. Normally what you have to do is empty out buckets. So what we did is we compared, this is the DeLonghi, by the way, the 4-in-1. It's your air conditioner, a dehumidifier, a heater, and a fan. This one right here is just a 3-in-1, but it has the dehumidifier also. This one's 10,000 BTUs. The DeLonghi is 12,500, and it's smaller.
It's smaller.
And it has the heat. But let me show, because people hear dehumidifier and they get nervous because of the buckets.
Yep.
Okay. This is what you have to do with other units.
How long's this been running, just out of interest? This bad boy right here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, I mean, have a look at what's already been picked up. You'll be amazed, normally when you have to, because I got to say, the portable air conditioner that I had to empty it.
Yeah.
And I was amazed at how often I was having to empty it. You know, particularly during summertime when the humidity is there.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had a situation the past 2 days, it just looks like Armageddon. There's black clouds outside, and it's like on the periphery of raining, and it doesn't rain.
Right.
But you know the humidity's up at about 90%.
Yeah.
That's where this is going to come into the fall. Maybe your home, you get a lot of mold and mildew, those sorts of things. So not only is it going to keep your room up to 500 square feet, down to 64 degrees in the beautiful temperature, but it's also going to be removing that moisture from the air.
Right, exactly.
All at the same time. You don't do anything. No buckets.
No buckets, no. Some of them have drip trays, some of them have drain hoses. You don't have to deal with that with DeLonghi. And we have these water jugs to demonstrate. It'll extract up to 10 gallons in a 24-hour time period, and then it recycles it and turns it into a vapor. No drips inside or outside of the house.
That's a lot of 10 gallons?
That's a lot of water if you look at this. So the DeLonghi converts it into a vapor. The other units, you have to empty those water buckets. So that's really a big deal.
They switch themselves off.
Yes, and then, right, when that bucket fills up,
it switches off.
And it turns off. And then you have to get out of bed or whatever it is and go empty it.
I want to remind you of the opportunity that you've got right now, and that's exactly what this is. This is a deal that should be pretty much in the middle of winter, and I say that because the price is phenomenal. We're delivering it for free. You're going to go, we showed you that map of the states already. And I mean, you may not, you're like, yeah, you don't have to tell me. We know it's hot already.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And Phoenix, have you heard about Phoenix?
No, what?
It's like 118.
Seriously?
It's crazy.
Already?
It was so hot that the airplanes for 2 days were shut down. So the West, the South, Texas, we know it's hot. It's in the hundreds. Florida is 90, but it feels like 100.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it's standing
hot.
sweat.
Yeah.
Like you stand and perspire. You're not doing anything. You're standing there perspire. If you go outside, this is what's happening right now in St. Pete. You go outside and do a little bit of exercise. Even after showering, you're still perspiring.
Right.
You know what it's like? You know those times in the middle of summer when there is not even a breath of wind. I mean, not even a puff. And yet you're sitting there, you can feel the perspiration dripping down the back of your neck. It is hot, it is uncomfortable. In the middle of winter, you can chuck on another sweater, you can pull up another blanket and get yourself warm. When you're hot, full stop. 500 square feet down to a glorious 64 degrees. And just so you know, this pipe that's running out through, all that's happening there is that's just all that yucky hot air is being expelled straight out the window.
Exactly.
And what's coming?
Water.
No, not water at all.
Right, not water.
That's all you need is one pipe that goes straight out. It's about a 6-foot pipe that goes there, so it's really flexible. Whether your window's horizontal or vertical, you can have it coming straight out of there. It comes with a remote. It comes with a programmable guide. But another thing too, this is sucking in a lot of air. So what about, I guess, not pollutants, but obviously airborne particles and things.
Right, the filter.
Filter.
It has this is the good part, no maintenance ever to this. It comes with a permanent filter, so you never have to replace it. You never have to buy another one. But it also has what they call the BioSilver technology, so it inhibits the growth of mold and bacteria. Now, if you don't have something like that, you end up with a moldy filter like this, because you know what? In that dehumidifier, remember the standing water I showed you?
Yes.
So you end up getting moldy filters, but not with the DeLonghi. So that's nice. No maintenance whatsoever. Also, Jeff, while we're over here, let me show a couple other things. This one, even though it has the heat, you still get that $50 rebate. So that's a big deal. This comes in the box. You can see the $50 rebate. If you lose it, you can go to hsn.com under DeLonghi and find it. And then also, I know that we're showing you how to install it. 5 minutes, it even says on here, no tools are required. But I love that it has pictures showing you the different parts in case you missed the presentation. But I'm going to show you again how to install it, because it is that easy. I want to show again, we have this one in the air conditioner mode. So we have it down to 64 degrees. This one over here, we have, it goes up to 81. This is in the heater.
I was going to ask that question. Well done.
Yep. So, okay, so that was Jeff's question.
That was my question, because I'm like, well, an air conditioner or a heater is only as good as what temperature you're going to get it to.
Right.
This gets to a glorious, what was it, 64 degrees. I mean, it's coming out of here right now. Look at that.
Look at that.
Can you imagine that on a hot day?
I know, and I'm telling you what,
a blistering hot day.
Yep, you turn this on and in 5 minutes, that room is noticeably cooler. It's in the 20s right now. Let's see what we can get to. 23. That's cold. My hand is freezing. Now watch this. 22. Okay, so I'm going to take
one for the
same
team, Julie.
gun. We're going to go over just right next to this unit. This one's in the heat mode. And look, it's already registering. You can see it going
That's awesome.
up.
Wow.
That's in the heat.
I mean, so this is year round.
Yeah,
I mean, this is year
year
round. You've now got a unit that's year round. Maybe you rent a place Okay, so you're already renting, so therefore the idea of getting another air conditioning unit is going to be on the landlord. And they're like, no, 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 no. You do one flex pay of less than $100. Now we do charge by the month here, you know, with our flex pay, but a lot of us do our budgets by the week. That's less than $25 a week for this type of technology. And look at the installation.
Yeah, no
Here it
tools.
is. This is all you need.
So if you want to measure your windows, it fits windows 20 inches to 47, and it fits your windows that go this way, up and down, or this kind of slide side to side. You can keep your screen. When you put it down, it also comes with a weather seal. If you one of those little installation little strips, if you want to put that in. You plug it in. You don't need an electrician. It plugs into a 3-prong outlet, which is a standard outlet. You turn it on, and that's it.
That's it.
What I love, you don't have to screw it in. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to get out a tool. And then you can draw your blinds all the way down. It only takes up about 4 inches. You can make it nice and dark. And then it comes with the caster wheels already on. So if you want to take it out.
That's a really good point, right.
Yeah, let me show you if you have to.
Yeah, because people say portable, yeah, whatever. Once it's there, it's not moving, because we're also used to the ones that were in the window unit, which are certainly not portable.
Right.
Now this can go from one room to the other.
Exactly.
The room you're in right now, then you go to your room that you sleep in. This can wheel with you. It's got the caster wheels already on there. You just wheel it from one room to the other, plug it in, put the exhaust fan, which again, remember, that's just that hot, nasty air that's taking it out of the room and expelling it outside.
Yeah, easy, easy. And you still have access to your window. If you had to get out of your window, you can use your window, unlike your AC unit. And, you know, when I was telling earlier, when my husband installed it, he's on the other side of the house holding that big hunky thing up while I screwed it in. It never really fits right. They're loud. It rattled our old window. This one is only 6,500 BTUs, and it's just an air conditioner mode. It doesn't have the heat. And just so you know, again, the DeLonghi is 12,500 BTUs. And the BTUs kind of measures how large of a room it will cool. This is up to 500 square feet. So if you have a small apartment, you know a lot of people out west don't even have air conditioners. So this is good enough if you don't have an air conditioner. This would be good enough to cool a room up to 500 square feet.
You know, in the course of the day, we've already sold over 200 of these. You know, it's such a simple solution to a problem that when you're living in it and you're sitting in it, there's nothing worse.
You know, and it's dangerous in Florida, isn't it?
Seriously, right? You think about it year after year, and the idea is that not only is this incredibly effective, not only can it get you down to a beautiful Antarctic 64 degrees in the room you're sitting in. I do like that. 64 degrees, up to 500 square feet, but it's actually incredibly cost-effective in running as well. That's something DeLonghi has been very aware of. You know, it's got a digital thermostat that's built into it, right? You've got also a programmable guide on here, up to a 24-hour programmable guide. So if you want to walk into your home at the end of a hot day and you get out of that car, you commute home, it's been nasty, hot, you've been on the expressway and you come into your home and it's kicked in before you've even arrived.
Maybe an hour before.
Right? And your home is so beautifully done. One thing I know for sure, because I've used portable air conditionings in the past when my kids were babies, you know, to cool down the room. Because as parents, that's what you want, right? You want to make sure that they're having blissful sleep. It is so quick. Not only is the assembly incredibly easy, but most importantly, when I switched it on, their bedroom changed temperature like that. And that's what you want. You want instantaneous gratification. DeLonghi are known around the globe for this amazing air conditioning technology. So think about this. Number one, no replaceable filters, no drip technology. So you're not having to take that bucket of condensation. They say this will clear from a room in 24 hours up to 10 gallons of moisture. But I'm not having to replace the bucket. I'm not having to change it out. I've got a remote control. I can go up to over 80 degrees Fahrenheit on the heat setting. I can go down to a beautiful crisp 64 on the cool setting. It's got a dehumidifier. It's got the fan. We're delivering it for free. It's a partridge in the pear tree. It's everything.
Yes, and use it to save money. If you, with your central air conditioning,
That's another good one.
Yeah, if you can kick it up to, you know, when you're gone, or if you're at work, kick it up to 80 or 82, or when you're sleeping, kick it up and then put that on to save yourself money. Use your timer. It has a digital thermostat. Those are 2 ways that you can save money with it. Or maybe you live up north and you don't even have an air conditioner. This is perfect, and it's large enough to handle those big rooms.
You know, the other thing, you know, with central air conditioning, I'm always thinking, I'm in the bedroom, why am I got the kitchen, the living room, the dining room cool? The whole house is cool when I only need our bedrooms cool. Now I can take this, so you can actually maybe up the temperature on your central air conditioning, use this device, this one right here, whoosh, that one right there, and change the temperature in the room. And in fact, instead of cooling down the whole house, you're actually just cooling down the area where you're sleeping.
Right, which is
That's
so
the beauty
smart.
of it. That's what you need to do.
So smart. So let's compare the window unit with the DeLonghi. So, okay, this is the big hunky window unit. It's ugly. This is why certain communities don't allow it, and then they drip and they get all rusty and yucky, and they're heavy. Ours sat in our window for 10 years, and we didn't use it because it was rattling our glass. But this is the DeLonghi. And you know, if somebody was driving by, they would never know that there's an air conditioner on the other side. You can see where it's blowing, right? My shirt's blowing.
Actually, that's a great demo, actually, because people think, okay, why do you need that hose? Because what that's doing, that's expelling all the hot air.
Exactly, not water.
No water.
Yeah.
But it's taking all that yucky hot air that's in your house, the humidifier, and actually expelling it outside.
Yeah, because you know, with the hose, my mom thought that water was coming like dripping. No water.
This is how it works.
Yeah, this is how it works. No drip technology. So it extracts up to 10 gallons of water per day, and it recycles the water, and it turns it into a vapor. So other dehumidifiers like this, there's no recycling. What it does is it has a constant drip, and it drips into a bucket or a tray, and then what you have to do is you have to empty this out. And what happens when this fills up is the unit shuts off. So I know Jeff likes things cold. So Jeff, think about it. If it was 3 in the morning.
I like it cold, Julie. I like it cold.
So think about it. If you're asleep.
I'm a hot sleeper, Julie.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I knew that because you're like my husband.
Right.
I can tell.
Yeah.
And if my husband, I can tell because my husband, if he wakes up and he's hot, he's grumpy.
Yeah, not good.
So imagine if you're with this and then it shuts off. You'd have to get out of bed. You'd be hot and sweaty.
Yep,
you'd have to go empty the bucket and then reset this unit, and then the room isn't cold anymore.
I know. Look,
would you be happy?
No, I would not be happy. And you don't want a grumpy, hot husband, right? You do not want that. The other thing is that this is not just going to be this one right here is not just going to be an air conditioner. Because remember, it's also got the heat element. Now, I know right now you're like, please, we're just talking about cooling down. We don't need the heat. But this is going to be year-round. You're investing in a DeLonghi heater, air conditioner, fan, dehumidifier, and all you have to do is one FlexPay. Now, I want to remind you right now, we've got about 4 minutes left in this presentation. I want to remind you, with the HSN card right now, we're doing a phenomenal offer, something that has never been done before. And it took the 40th birthday celebration to make it happen. If you qualify for our HSN card, there's no annual fee with our card. We're not going to paint you into a corner like that. But with your first purchase with your HSN card, we're going to take up to $40 off. So off this price that we're already doing. So up to $40 off for your first purchase. We're going to deliver this for free. And because you're using your HSN card, get ready for this. We're also going to stretch the flex pay out over 9 months. Interest-free flex pays for 9 months. So that then, to get this, Julie, they can get this home for free and a flex pay of $54.44.
Wow. And I tell you what, you're going to save that on your electric bill.
Yeah.
Use your timer, and also it has a digital thermostat. It's not like, you know, the old kind or other brands. This is just like the one that you have at home.
Yep.
And you can even be laying in bed, or you can be laying in your favorite chair and set. Yep. If it's, you know what, if it's too cold or too hot, you don't even have to get out of your chair to reset it. Now, the reason why this is one of our most popular ones, if not the most popular one, is it's because it has the heater with it. So it's we always sell the 3-in-1s.
Right.
The air conditioner, dehumidifier, and the fan. But this has the heat in addition to it. So it's really the only one that we have that goes year round. We don't have a lot of them. But I want to show you too, we have this one in the AC mode, and that one's in the heat. So just to show you again how cold it gets.
Woof.
What was it earlier? Down to
20-something.
In the 20s.
Look at that.
And then I'm instantly going to go over. All you have to do to turn it into the heat is push the mode button, and it instantly reads there it is, 130.
So the same unit with a press of a button goes from an air conditioner going down to a cool, crisp 64 degrees, and with a press of a button, this can heat a room, and remember, up to 500 square feet too, up to 81 degrees. So in the middle of winter, When it's freezing outside, it's snowing, snowstorms, all those sorts of things, ice storms, you have the ability of turning this on and changing the internal environment up to 81 degrees. And this is all that is needed. You plug it in,
Yep.
and you go ahead and put this to the window.
And if you want to measure again, it fits windows 20 inches and then up to 47. Let me say that again, 20 inches to 47.
Oh, that's so it extends out.
Yep,
Okay.
it extends out,
Yep.
and you put it right in here. You don't have to screw it in.
Yep.
Just like this. You can keep your screen if you want. You put this flush, and then it plugs into a 3-prong standard outlet. You don't have to hire an electrician, and then you turn it on, and that's it. Now, to uninstall it, all you have to do is pop your window up like this and take it out.
That's right.
And then as you're looking at it just from that angle earlier, it's venting out hot air right here. So that little circle that you see on the other side, there's no drips coming from this flexible hose right here. By the way, the hose is 6 feet. Our windows in our house, because our house is 100 years old, our windows are up really high. You know, so the
Right.
flexible hose, it just kind of goes up a little bit higher. And my daughter, who's 13, okay, this was a couple years ago, she was actually younger. She would pull the unit out of her brother's room and drag it down the hardwood floors and then pull it into her room. She's naughty.
Because it's got caster wheels on the base,
Yes.
guys. You're looking at this and saying, well, am I supposed to lift that thing up? No. This moves with you. So you can go from the room you're sitting in right now, you head off to bed, you can take it into the bedroom, you can take it to that room that just never seems to get any air conditioning. But like Julie and I were talking about, you know, if you have central air conditioning, why are we cooling down the kitchen, the living room, the hallway?